Look, you ask anyone about phones under 20k and everyone always raves about the CMF Phone 2 Pro or the Moto H50 Neo, sometimes even the Vivo T4, iQOO Z10. But what if I told you there's another more affordable, more practical option, which is probably the super underrated phone under 20k? So this is the Oppo K13 going at 17,999, 16,999 with a bank discount, but that's not the point. The point is this is an Oppo budget phone that's actually pretty good all around for this price, and I think this deserves more attention. Look, first things first, this comes with a screen protector pre-applied, there's a case and charger in the box, so that's pretty much sorted, and people care a lot about these things in a budget phone, so that's good. Now the second unusual thing about this phone has been the performance. I mean, usually Oppo and budget phone basically means good looks, but meh kind of performance, kind of like Ferrari right now, but this is different. See, the Oppo K13 packs the new Snapdragon 6 Gen 4, a processor that launched this February, and don't let the genius Snapdragon naming scheme fool you here. This is a capable processor. To give you an idea, it beats the priciest CMF Phone 2 Pro in benchmarks. Yes, not the most powerful under 20k, there's the Realme P3 Pro with 7S Gen 3, but it's not a big difference. In fact, look at this. 6 Gen 4 is basically the same as 7S Gen 3, but slightly underclocked. Adding to that, the K13 also comes with UFS 3.1 storage, and that just gives me a peace of mind for the long term. Honestly, so far in our testing, the phone has been smooth AF, apps load quickly, and the animations, butter, peanut butter. The phone doesn't stutter even when multitasking in a clutter. You can even game on this one though. There's no 120fps support in BGMI, but on 60fps settings, the game runs very well, no weird lag or stutter. Same with COD Mobile at 60fps. The performance is solid, and the best part, the phone doesn't heat up, no throttling either. Even in the 3D Mark stress test, the K13 pulls off a super impressive 99% stability score, so yes, stable. As for the display, it's got a 6.67-inch flat AMOLED display, no curves, Full HD Plus, 120Hz refresh rate, and hits up to 1200 nits of brightness. I mean, the screen is sharp, colors pop nicely, and yeah, it might not win the nits contest, but it's bright enough even under direct sunlight. The screen also works even when it's wet, but yeah, not full barish mode because this is IP65 rated, not 67, not 68, and not my favorite 69. Now, talking of speakers, a lot of phones in this price segment, be it the CMF Phone 2 Pro or the Vivo T4 or the iQOO Z10, come with single bottom firing speakers, which in 2025 just blows my mind, and that's where this scores some big points. I mean, you obviously get a dual speaker setup here, which sounds pretty solid. It gets loud, there's a bit of bass, and here's a comparison to give you a better idea. Another area where the K13 really kind of shines is the battery life. The K13 packs a huge 7000 mAh battery, and there's 80 watt fast charging, something you will not find in this price range. And you'd think it'd be bulky, but it's actually just right at 208 grams and 8.4mm thickness. And no, this does not have a silicon carbon battery. Instead, it has the graphite anode tech, which is said to be more reliable over the long term. As for the battery life, it's crazy good. Should last 2 days for most people. I mean, I got like 12 hours of screen on time with a mix of gaming, YouTube, social media, and some camera use. Here are again 12 hours. That's just insane. The 80 watt charger is also fast, taking the phone from 15 to 100% in around an hour. Now everything sounds great till it isn't. There's obviously some compromises. Look, I'll start with the design. The Oppo K13 has a matte finish, the camera module looks clean, and we have the purple variant here with this pattern that has kind of budget phone vibes. So get the black if you're getting it because it's more subtle, better looking, but get the CMF Phone 2 Pro in the other hand and you instantly feel the difference. And both of these phones have a plastic frame and plastic back, but just feels a bit more budget on the Oppo. Other than that, an eye blaster on the top, usual, and in-display fingerprint scanner, usual. There is a bit of chin at the bottom, but not a big one. And there's no HDR anywhere, not on YouTube, not on Netflix. I mean, that can be a deal breaker for some people. Next up, the cameras. You get a 50 megapixel primary sensor on the back, no ultra wide, no telephoto, so yeah, no match to something like the CMF Phone 2 Pro. Now I know what you're thinking, what about the primary camera? Is it good enough? So this 50 megapixel sensor seems to be tuned well for daylight shots. I mean, Oppo cameras are generally good, and colors here look good, sometimes a bit saturated, but a lot of people like it. Dynamic range is decent, and skin tones are fine. You can take portraits at both 1x and 2x, and edge detection and background blur are good when there's good enough light. Even indoors is good. It's only when the light drops, you kind of see some budget phone tendencies. See, there's no OIS in the main camera, which is just a little sad. So low light shots at times aren't as sharp. I mean, it's not always bad, but yes, low light shots are kind of okayish at best. Also, since no OIS, videos from the rear camera do look a bit shaky in 4K if you're, say, walking and shooting. And on the other hand, the selfie camera is actually good. It captures good detail, natural skin tones, and even indoor selfies look kinda nice. It even holds up surprisingly well against direct light. Look, if you ask me, I think the single camera here for this price is not bad. In fact, if you compare versus, say, the CMF Phone 2 Pro, you'll see it's not a massive difference, but yes, the CMF Phone 2 Pro is better overall, especially in low light, and has more cameras, which gives you the versatility. Finally, the software. The Oppo K13 runs ColorOS 15 based on Android 15, and it's in typical OxygenOS fashion. It's smooth, animations look really nice and good, and you even get the AI features. And this has a promise of 2 OS updates and 3 years of security patches, which is obviously not the best in this price range, but again, fair for this price range. But the real problem here is the bloatware. I mean, you get a bunch of pre-installed apps, these games, there's App Market, hot apps, hot games, not really hot. Thankfully, there's no glance. And most of these apps can be uninstalled, but yeah, kind of dampens the experience. Now, as for the connectivity, you get Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, you get all the important 5G bands, a total of 10 5G bands. The only thing missing is NFC here. Alright, here's the big question. Should you buy the Oppo K13? Look, the reason I'm calling it the most underrated phone under 20k is because this is just a very practical all-around smartphone. It's got a good display, a never-ending battery that also charges super fast, loud stereo speakers, feature-rich and stable software, and solid performance all on a tight budget. It's just one of those rare phones that kind of nails the basics all around, especially for this price range. And one big advantage this has over Nothing or even Moto is the after-sale support by Oppo, which is great in even tier 2 and tier 3 cities. But yes, if you care more about software experience and you want better cameras, CMF Phone 2 Pro is better. And as for the Realme P3 Pro, good, but has this weird thing when there's no animations when you first launch an app. There's also the Vivo T4 and the iQOO Z10, but under 20k only with the bank discount and single speakers. There's also the H50 Neo, which again, under 20k only with bank discounts, but yeah, average sort of battery life, and I've also seen people reporting issues on the phone. So yeah, kind of makes me a bit skeptical now. So I have a very important question for you. Would you buy an Oppo phone under 20k? Comment down below, and if you're using this phone, share your experience now.